Man, JP is a self-proclaimed fashion expert at BTN. I'm going to catch my man in a male romper this season.
Nah, no sir.
Talk about KB, this thing is fly, huh?
Only professional on BTN. There will be no rompers on air. Welcome back to the Replies, people. I'm Joshua Perry. I'm here with my boy Kenny Bell, and we've got some great stuff for you on the socials, so let's jump right into it. So Albert Breer put out this tweet. It says, caught this at the end, and it's another one of those holy crap at Tom Brady images. That's Packers rookie Jon Runyan he's catching up with. The connection, Brady played with Jon Runyan Sr. at Michigan. It is absolutely wild to think about the fact that Tom Brady is playing football at a really high level with the son or against the son of one of his former teammates. It's the craziest thing to think about.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, first of all, appreciate the greatness, right? Like to dominate as long as Tom Brady has, and for him to put on a show like the Bucs did last night. How fun was it to watch the Bucs dominate a good football team? I mean, when was the last time you got to witness something like that? It was incredible. It's funny as we talk about these older guys in the league. I was like, these kind of connections are crazy. I was watching the Jets game yesterday as well, and it had said like someone from the coaching staff he was playing against had actually tackled him in college, and it was just like, wow. I mean, you talk about football and you talk about a real small society. I mean, it is really a family, so it's cool to see stuff like this. And sticking to keeping it all in the family, we head over to Lincoln and we look at Kurt Warner, one of my all-time favorite quarterbacks, shouting out his son for this mustache. JP, tell me what you think about this thing, because, I mean, you know how I am. Afros, mullets, unibrows, mustaches. I'm here for it. So I loved it. What do you think, brother?
I was going to say, you're the resident hair expert out here, so I'm going to defer to your opinion a little bit later. I think it's sweet, though. I mean, he said it. I don't think it looks good. I just think it's funny. I don't think it looks half bad. You know, yeah. It's one of those things where I definitely see the humor in it, but he's rocking it with confidence. And if you can do it with confidence, that's all that matters.
That's right. Out there looking like Luigi, huh?
Boy, look like the video game in real life.
Yeah, he does. He's killing it. I love it.
All right, here we got a pretty cool one. We got my guy Tyler Johnson, former Minnesota Gopher, and he is catching a football from Tom Brady. Now, this is the cool thing about this. I thought he was catching balls from a pretty good quarterback last year, and Tanner Morgan did a great job for Minnesota last year, but it seems like he gets to the league and he gets to catch balls from another great quarterback, which is awesome for him. And especially in that rotation in that offense where they got a ton of talent, it's really good to see him shining right now.
Yeah, I think that last bit really was the highlight, right? This young man's making plays in an offense that has guys like LaShawn McCoy, Leonard Fournette, and in his own receiving room, he has Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. I personally believe that Mike Evans is top 3 receivers in the league. So for you to be making a name for yourself in that wide receiving core, there's something to be said about Tyler Johnson. That's absolutely for sure. We're rolling right along with week 6 of the Replies, and here we got some of my favorite news out of the NFL this week, and that's Le'Veon Bell, the former Spartan Dog, heading to the Chiefs' kingdom. Big news for Kansas City. I love this move. I'm a big fan of Le'Veon Bell. I have been since I played against him at Michigan State. He's always been a phenomenal talent. I like the way he has approached taking his agency and what he wants to do with his career into his own hands, and no one looks smarter in my eyes than Le'Veon Bell right now.
I agree. He called his own shot and he ended up in a great scenario. He's in an offense that's very creative, very inventive, playing with probably the quarterback that's at the top of his game right now, and they're going to utilize him in a ton of different roles. And truly, for me, sitting back as a guy from Central Ohio, and Le'Veon's from Central Ohio as well, I know the community at large is proud, not just the Big Ten community, but back here at home. He's been a role model to a lot of young people who have watched him come back to his former high school and donate and give back and speak to the teams and everything, which is a huge deal. So not only is he balling out there, but he's really looking after people who have supported him throughout his whole career, which is awesome to see. I'm wishing him the best of luck.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, and we got my guy here, Raheem Mostert, running back. And this kind of pains me a little bit to even talk about. I'm getting some flashbacks. Now, thankfully, it never happened to me like this, but he absolutely puts a man in the dirt with the stiff arm.
My goodness.
Oh, and so for a linebacker, fundamentals say you see that arm come down, you got to chop it, get it out the way, try to tackle the body. That LB just ate it. Took a hand to the face. He got put in the dirt. I'm in pain a little bit. That was a hell of a play.
Heck of a play, man. You know, Mostert is in the RBs are sitting in the running back film room this morning, loving that one. Just, hey, y'all want to see a dead body? But all jokes aside, that is one heck of a play, especially from a dude that's battling an ankle injury. And I mean, you talk about the Rams have one of the best defensive fronts in the NFL. So that's one heck of a play. And it's great to have him back out there for the Niners. Big win for them last night for Sunday Night Football. All right, heading out to New York. We're going to check in with the G-Man as Jabrill Peppers shows us his athleticism. JP, I've liked this kid since he was at Michigan. I think the first video I saw this dude, he was like dancing before a punt return. I've always been a fan of his energy. He's a playmaker, and now we see this kind of stuff, and he's, 3 or 4 years into the league. This kind of stuff excites me, JP. I like this kid.
Yeah, I've always respected his game. Never been a fan because he went to the rival school, but he always played with intensity. And, you know, he was the Swiss Army knife back in college. He was doing everything: offense, defense, return game. It was really awesome to see. I only know a handful of guys that can do a flip like that. Darren Lee, a guy I played with, can do it. Joey Bosa, as a matter of fact, is that type of athlete. He can do like a backflip from a standstill. Do you know any athletes who are just so explosive they could do something like this?
Not off the top of my head. I can name guys that I could think that could do it, but to go out and execute a round off back handspring backflip like that effortlessly, you know, in
it's
pads
crazy.
On Sunday.
Yeah.
That's a different breed, as they say.
Okay, so we got my guy Aaron Rodgers here doing a little celebration. If any of y'all are familiar with Key and Peele, this one is going to be familiar to you. We'll call it the Hingle McCringleberry. Now, what's awesome about this is Keegan-Michael Key is a Penn State grad. So we're getting a little bit of Big Ten love in here from one of the funniest comedians doing it right now.
Yeah, that was phenomenal. I'm a big Key and Peele fan. For Aaron Rodgers to do this on Sunday was hilarious, I thought. And what was even funnier is people didn't really stand, and one of the announcers of this game, I can't remember who it was, actually shouted out Hingle McCringleberry during the broadcast. And I'm sure, just like a lot of people at home, I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, man, good on that announcer. He's done his research.
It's awesome.
And checking in with a Washington football team, we're looking at Chase Young's multiple outfits. They put out a little Twitter question asking what we think of Chase Young's drip, if you will. I think the young man has some fashion. He has a good fashion sense about him, stylistic. But JP, if I'm honest, I'm a sweatpants and t-shirt, anime t-shirt kind of guy. So this one's above my pay grade, brother. What do you think?
Oh man, no, I am the resident fashion expert at BTN. Some of y'all saw the combinations from last year. Got some good feedback, got some bad feedback, and a little bit in between. But I am not afraid to take it there. And neither is my guy Chase Young. Listen, it's about the confidence. I talked about it earlier, but you can do anything if you do it confidently. And you see a guy right here who clearly is not afraid to be himself. He's doing it with the suit. He's got the nice plaid pants with the white shirt on, and then you see kind of the more casual look with the sunglasses on and everything else. So I'm a fan of it. I like anybody who's willing to express themselves through their fashions. Awesome for Chase Young, and the dude's balling out too, so he's got it all going on.
My man JP is a self-proclaimed fashion expert at BTN. I'm gonna catch my man in a male romper this season.
Nah, no sir.
Talk about KB, this thing is fly, huh?
Only professional on BTN. There will be no rompers on air.